I've started.
I want to thank Igbo Studies Association USA for the opportunity to present this paper. The title of my paper is Ụwa Ụmụnwaanyị, Ụwa Ọma, Flora Nwapa and Women's History and Culture in Efuru and Idu. I'm looking at two novels by Flora Nwapa, the famous Flora Nwapa, who was the first African woman to publish internationally when she published her first novel, Efuru, by Heinemann of UK. And her second novel, which I'm also going to talk about, is Idu. Now, the title of the paper emphasizes Ụwa Ụmụnwaanyị. Flora Nwapa did something that no other woman did before her in African literature. While the male authors were focusing on men and marginalizing women in their work, Flora Nwapa wrote Efuru focusing on women, engendering women, and also giving women agency in her writing. This is the most important thing Flora Nwapa did, by inscribing the African woman in literature, where she had no voice at all, where the African woman had been absent, so to say, visible but not saying anything in most of these literatures that came before, were published before Flora Nwapa. For the first time, the African woman was given a voice, was given agency, was given a central position in her work. In Efuru, the protagonist is a woman, and the name of that woman is Efuru. So what I'm looking at in this novel is to bring out the aspect that Flora Nwapa focused on. She brought out the women's culture, history, social life, activities, economic activities, for the first time in literature, in a way that represented women positively. Now, I also base this paper on Igbo philosophy about women, Ụwa Ọma, Ụwa Ụmụnwaanyị, Ụwa Ọma. Igbo women were very positive and have remained positive even today. They contribute to the development of Igbo land, both economically, socially, and politically. In Uguta, where Flora Nwapa came from, women were very proactive in society. They were priestesses, they were great market women, they were traders. They participated in every aspect of community life. They were philanthropists. Efuru, for instance, was a philanthropist. She empowered women in her community and even helped men. She gave loans, funded many things in the novel. So Efuru is a very prominent character in that novel. Now, one can be seen from two aspects. Ụwa Ọma, it's positive and it's also negative. Most women in that tradition believe that they were born into a beautiful world because the life of women is beautiful. You know, their life, the culture is beautiful. Women are important in the home, in the community, so they played major roles. So they are people of Ụwa Ọma. Now, I remember when I was growing up in my own local government, women sang songs about their world, their culture, everything they celebrated, even birth songs, work songs, they were there, where women used these songs to show, to empower themselves and to show the kind of activities they play. I remember also this song. Let me sing this song just to show you the point, to demonstrate the point I'm making. When I was growing up, I remember when women gathered, especially when they had meetings or they had activities like they are celebrating births, or they went to the homes of other women to celebrate, they sang this song. Umuwani jolly banu naba, uwono bumama. Umuwani jolly banu naga, uwono bumama. Umuwani jolly banu naga, uwono bumama. Umuwani jolly banu naga, uwono bumama. With songs like this, women celebrated themselves. There was confidence in them. They had confidence. They had their own. There were aspects of the society where they had power. They organized their own activities. They took care of their own affairs. These were powerful women. So when people talk and say that Igbo women were marginalized and they were totally helpless, that is a lie. Because our women were strong. They even had their own kind of religious culture, as I explained in my Women and Leadership monograph, where women even worshipped their own chi. They empowered themselves through that. So Furamwapa brought out these things in her novels. Now there's also the other aspect I talked about, Ojo. Women knew that life is not permanent. Life is not perfect. So they also gave room to the other side that there could be negative things or bad things happening to women. Like some women were childless, some had physical problems, some had economic problems. So Wojo reflects that aspect of life of women. But the Uwoma aspect was prominent and overshadowed the Wojo because they knew that where there is, when things are positive, people can celebrate, and if they are negative, people can endure, bear it, and also find ways of overcoming it. This is another aspect of Igbo women. They did not throw their hands even when misfortune struck. They looked for other ways, other avenues to make things better. Consider Efuru in that novel, for instance. Efuru was a beautiful woman, very hardworking. She was rich. She was known in her community, but she had this weakness, which Igbo people often consider a very serious problem when a woman does not have a child. Efuru had an only child who died, so she didn't have a child, and but she did not allow that to destroy her life, because she knew that even though she was childless, there were so many other areas she could contribute to making life better for herself and her community. So she concentrated in worshipping Ohamiri, the river goddess. And she also concentrated in helping her society. She adopted other children who were like children for her. So women in Igbo culture, in Flora Nwapa's novel, they knew that life is not always perfect. That umweli onye zuru n'ụwa mana otu ọdịna onye ọbụla ọ ga-agba mbọ hụ that na ihe niile na ọ na-eme ya n'iji obi eme ya. Nwapa has contributed in this wonderful way to bring out the culture of Igbo women, their history, their activities, and their lifestyle and patterns. Thank you very much.